right, guys, welcome to the show. Got an exciting one here for you. I'm talking about 7 sneaky late round steals. Late round steals, guys. Now, you can call these guys fantasy football sleepers, late round sleepers, guys that you can get later that the consensus, the consensus in your league mates, the guys in your league, the girls in your league are going to be sleeping on. Amazing value on these guys. Now, some of them I've referenced in a couple other videos. Some of them may be new names to you, but I really want to emphasize the fact that these guys could really take off. There's some huge breakout potential, some huge upside with these guys. And again, the key here is value, late round steals. Okay, that's kind of the main focus of this video, late round steals. So I want to dive into this, guys. It's very important that you get value in drafts. You're not drafting on consensus rankings, because that will not help you guys win. There's tons of value in later round. Last year, Robert Woods was ranked ahead of Cooper Kupp. Ayuk was ranked ahead of Deebo Samuel, if you guys remember. That's where the value was, round 4 or 5 there for Cooper Kupp, right? So it's about getting the value, and there's a ton of depth at wide receiver this year. You want to go robust, RB heavy. I'm going to keep saying that in my videos here, because I want to emphasize the fantasy football draft strategy in these videos, because I want to give you guys all the tools to succeed, all right, guys? Also, everything I offer, guys, is of value to you guys. I want to tell you guys there's something you have to try. Head on over to manscaped.com right now. Use code SHOWERLION20. I've got the Lawnmower 4.0 in my hand, guys. I can trim my balls comfortably without worrying about nicks and cuts. Skin-safe technology, guys. Waterproof, travel lock. Absolutely amazing product. The fit and finish is amazing. Get yourself a trimmer. And you know what? Manscaped, some people say, well, it's just about the trimmer. No, they've got amazing products. In my hand, I've got the deodorant. Smells absolutely amazing. It's fresh. And what I highly recommend you guys get, go over there right now, manscaped.com. Remember, use code SHOWERLION20 upon checkup. Try their body wash, okay? I'm telling you, once you guys try the body wash, it's life-changing. Body wash, underwear is amazing, and they've got deals on their site. Here's the cool thing. They've got a lot of deals on their site, so you just got to go to the site, and then when you go to checkout, you just use SHOWERLION20 and save an additional 20%. So you're getting a far better deal, and again, the product's amazing. Manscaped.com, I've teamed up with them for a reason, because I believe in their product. Manscaped.com, SHOWERLION20, go do that. And secondly, guys, very important, get the 16-round draft solution. I've linked it here below. Head on over to thefantasyfootballaccounts.com. For that one, you're not going to use SHOWERLION20. You're going to use that for Manscaped. You're going to use the code TUBE20 to get a discount. This is the game changer, guys. Get 16-round draft solution, optimal place to draft in each round, sleepers, breakouts, everything you need, guys. Rankings are dead. Okay, guys, this is the solution. I'm giving you guys everything from sleepers to all of the late round steals, everything you guys need to crush your leagues. Draft strategy, full mock drafts in 16 rounds. Go get it, thefantasyfootballaccounts.com, or just Google 16 rounds. Pull over in the car right now. Go do that now. All right, guys? New to the channel, I know a lot of people, I look at my analytics, there's a high percentage of people that come to my channel that aren't subscribed. Click the subscribe button for lion mentality thinking. We're taking over the industry, guys. Council Nation, one lion at a time. We are building, and one sheep at a time. We are taking the sheep down. All right, let's go. Lion strong here. Subscribe, thumbs up, and drop a comment below. Who's a late round steal for you guys? Love to get your feedback in the comments below. All right, let's dive into this, guys. All right, one thing I'm actually going through a draft right now. I'm in this fishbowl draft, and it's a super flex league right now. And I've got 4. You got to hear my running back. So everyone was scared. They went quarterback early, right? So I ended up going story time with the council. It's been a while since we've done story time. I actually went robust RB. So listen to my running backs, okay? I went Derrick Henry, I went Najee Harris, I went Joe Mixon, and then I went Javonte Williams. And then I had to get a quarterback because most of the quarterbacks are gone. So I went Matt Ryan because I'm comfortable with him. As long as I have 2 solid quarterbacks, give me 20 to 30 points a game, I'm good, because that running back core is really going to do some damage. Now it's coming back to me in the 6th round, and Breece Hall is still on the board. So I'm debating. Imagine that, having Derrick Henry, Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, Javonte Williams, and Breece Hall on your team running every week. You can start up to 6 running backs in this league. So I might just run all over the entire league here and go with running backs. Anyway, I had to share that story with you. I can get myself another since we're talking, deep sleepers, we're talking late round steals, I can get a Davis Mills later who's going to be relatively efficient. A Mitch Trubisky as my second quarterback. There's a ton. Jared Goff. There's another one. So I just gave you guys 3 bonuses as backup quarterbacks or a QB 2-3 if you're in a 2 quarterback or a super flex league if you decide to go robust RB. So that's very interesting, guys. I just there you go. There's a couple bonuses. I said seven sleepers or late round steals. There you go, guys. Now you have an extra couple. Jared Goff, I mean, everybody's sleeping on him. I should have included him here on the list. Well, there you go. There's a bonus one. Let's talk about Jared Goff. I mean, the guy's efficient, improved O-line. I mean, they could only get better, the Detroit Lions, right? Drafted an amazing rookie receiver. He's a little banged up. But when you're talking late round steals, guys, Jared Goff is going to be efficient. He was banged up last year, right? So, you know, if you need that second quarterback or a guy that's going to have a safe year, Jared Goff, you know, like I'm not excited about him. Am I like going to get him as my ace quarterback? No. But as a late round guy, if you're desperate for a quarterback, if you're a robust RB in a super flex or a 2-quarterback league, a second quarterback, why not? You know what I mean? If like, look at my running back core, like I just explained. So start thinking outside the box, guys. Okay, get that value later. All right, so let's go with the second. Well, let's go first one here. That was a bonus. First late round steal. Now, this guy isn't going super late. He's sitting 36th amongst running backs. Well, you can say he's going pretty late. The guy I'm talking about is Kenneth Walker. I want to talk about this running back here, okay? Kenneth Walker can and should be a full workhorse running back. He can. That's the bottom line. He has that potential. There's a reason why the Seahawks invested, and this is a very important key point here. Second round pick, Kenneth Walker. Now, I had Norb Cam on. If you haven't checked out the Impact Series, I've linked it here below. Impact Series, I'm bringing on the top beat writers and influencers for every single team and super fans, the guys that have the feet on the street, season ticket holders, follow all the beat writers, you know, all the guys that know the insight. So I talked to Norb Cam for Seahawks. He thinks Carson's not coming back. I don't think Carson's coming back with that neck in his plate. I don't think it's a smart move. If that's the case, and there's a reason why the Seahawks drafted Kenneth Walker so early in the second round, is because I think he could take that workhorse load. Now, I'm seeing, particularly in this league I'm just doing right now, Rashad Penny's coming off first. Now, Rashad Penny had a good run near the end of the season last year, but years to wow us were not wowed. He had a good run, but if you look at who he played, I think it was like Detroit, Houston, I think Chicago. Then he played the Rams, had a terrible game, averaged like 2.9 yards per carry, something like that. Go take a look at the end of Rashad Penny's end of the season last year. Kenneth Walker is going to be the guy. I'm not sold on Penny being the guy. Either way, if it's a committee, Walker's set for some workload. If you need that running back as an RB4 or up, okay, or even an RB3 potentially, right? Because I think he could be the starter. You got yourself Kenneth Walker here for immense value, a guy that could be the RB1, should be the RB1 because Penny sucks, and you're getting him for immense value. And again, typically you're going to get him after round 7, 8, okay? So he's not super late round. He might fall deeper in a lot of leagues. People might just go Penny and just forget about him, but Kenneth Walker should be the starter. Now, his ADP will skyrocket as soon as we find out if and when Chris Carson does announce retirement, because I don't see that being a smart move. Once you get into neck injuries and you've got a plate in your throat, you know, I feel for the guy. I'm going to be cringing every time he runs the ball because, man, it's just scary to mess with your life like that. You know, it's scary. I understand you're passionate about football, but health comes first. So if Carson, which I think should retire, Walker should take that step up this year. Going to be some good value and a running back sleeper, right? Second guy here sitting 25th amongst running backs, and I think he's a late round sleeper because a lot of people are sleeping on him, is A.J. Dillon. Now, I got some A.J. Dillon stats up here. I'm going to pull it up. Look below here. Now, take a look at the stats here, okay? Now, if you're in the car, I'm gonna read this out to you. Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon, 2021. If I asked you a question, I said to you, who's the RB1 on the Green Bay Packers? You're going to answer, you're going to say Aaron Jones. Wrong. The RB1 is A.J. Dillon. When you look at it from an attempt standpoint, I look at RB1 as the younger guy, the stronger guy, the more capable guy, the better talent guy, and that is A.J. Dillon. That's the first thing I look at. The second thing I look at is who got more rushing attempts. Okay, guess who it was? It was A.J. Dillon last year. And here's what blows my mind, okay? Here's what gets me here. The mainstream consensus are telling you to draft Aaron Jones in the second round. They're treating him like an RB1. They're saying he should be the first running back off the board, or your RB1, basically. They draft him as an RB1. Wrong. Dillon's going to be the value. Dillon's the RB1. Again, if you're in the car, 187 attempts for Dillon last year, 171 for Aaron Jones. You tell me who the RB1 is. Rushing yards. Guess who had more? It was only 4 more, but that doesn't matter. 803 rushing yards for A.J. Dillon, 799 for Aaron Jones. Guess who had more touchdowns? A.J. Dillon did. He had 5 touchdowns compared to 4 with Aaron Jones. Now, if you include receiving touchdowns, Aaron Jones had 6, Dillon had 2. Okay, he had a little more. I mean, if you look at it, Dillon actually got 34 receptions compared to the 52 that Aaron Jones got, and 391 yards for Aaron Jones compared to 313 for A.J. Dillon. Dillon's an underrated pass-catching running back. This guy can catch the ball. The point I'm trying to make is you don't necessarily have to get A.J. Dillon later. If you do bonus, all I'm saying is that if you get Aaron Jones, you're like, okay, dude, like A.J. Dillon's outperforming him in all categories, right? It's one of those situations where if you look at Jonathan Taylor, he was hindered by Marlon Mack, right? Same type of situation. If you let A.J. Dillon run loose, we got ourselves a top 3 running back, top 5 at least. So A.J. Dillon, late round sleeper, late round steal, and you're getting the RB1. Okay, guys, just think about it like that. According to statistics and history, he is the RB1. Now, in Aaron Jones' defense, with Adams being gone, there is an opportunity for him to get more receptions, but A.J. Dillon can get it done as well, and he's getting more rushing attempts, so he's on the field, all right? So keep that in mind. Okay, number 3 here, and again, I'm going to mention a lot of Packers. This is very Packers heavy because, again, it blows my mind. I did a post yesterday on talking about logic because there is absolutely no logic on the consensus on the Chiefs when they're talking. So I did a little post that says the Chiefs' logic. They love Tyreek Hill. They hate, and Jalen Waddle. They hate Tua. They love Pittman. They hate Matt Ryan because Matt Ryan is also a steal later on. They love Kupp, first overall wide receiver, but they hate Stafford, right? They like Russell Wilson. He's top 10, but they hate Sutton, right? Because they can't decide, is it Sutton or is it Judy? I think it's Judy a little bit, right? They love Debo and Kittle, but they hate Trey Lance, right? They love DJ Moore, but they hate Mayfield. I can go on and on and on. None of this makes sense. So what blows my mind here, so let's go to the third guy here who's a late round steal, Allen Lazard, 46 amongst wide receivers. I mean, I like Christian Watson a little bit more. He's sitting like 97th amongst wide receivers. What blows my mind is you've got Lazard at 46, Watson, who's, 80th or 100th on the consensus rankings. He's so far below. You've got Lazard at 46. He's the wide receiver 1, theoretically, on paper. Again, you could have that decision on, is it going to be Watson? Is it going to be Lazard? That's fine. And then you've got the question, are they capable to be wide receiver 1? Listen, guys, quarterbacks make wide receivers. Wide receivers don't make quarterbacks. So a good quarterback will make a wide receiver really good. Last year, if you look at Allen Lazard, right? You look at a guy like Allen Lazard, he had 60 targets, 40 receptions, 8 touchdowns, 513 receiving yards with Adams there. So he's going to potentially skyrocket. Am I excited about him? Yes, but I'm more excited about Christian Watson because there's more value. I can actually get both and secure myself Aaron Rodgers wide receiver 1 after going robust RB early. Does this make sense? This is what I explained in the 16-round draft solution, okay, guys? It's very important to see the value. It's very important to see the upside. It's very important to see you don't draft on ADP. So we're talking late round steal. Allen Lazard, man, you're getting a wide receiver 1 after the 7th round. I mean, that's a steal. That's a later round steal. Early round is 1, 2, 3. Mid round is like 4, 5, 6. 7 round and above, you're starting to get into like some later rounds. I know it's not super deep late, right? But it's still late when you're getting a wide receiver 1 for free. It's amazing. So Lazard, Watson, who do I like more? I like Watson a little bit more. I think Lazard could take that wide receiver 1 spot. I'm torn myself, but I've been kind of rolling the dice going for a more secure wide receiver 1 a little bit where Lazard's coming off and then still getting Watson. I could get Christian Watson and I can still get myself a wide receiver 1 potentially, right? So again, I'm giving you a bonus here. I'm giving you a lot of information here. Watson is kind of my guy, but I think Lazard could go off as well. Coming at number 4 here, I'm not going to spend too much time on this guy. Another rookie that I like, Skye Moore, 5'9", 195 pounds, ran a 4.4, not bad timing. 58th amongst wide receivers. He's a late round steal. Now, there's a lot of question marks. Another guy that's a big question mark going undrafted, Mecole Hardman. I'm not sold on Juju being the solution. Skye Moore was drafted in the 2nd round. They want a good replacement for Tyreek Hill. I mean, is he going to be a Tyreek Hill? I doubt it, okay? But what we're going to get is a possible solid wide receiver 1 potential wide receiver here, and we're getting him for immense value. Again, sitting 58th amongst wide receiver rankings. That's ludicrous, okay? Even deeper on the overall list. You get this guy after the 8th, 9th, 10th round. Like, he's going late. Again, it varies on your league. If people see the vision, they'll draft him earlier, right? It's up to you to snipe him a round or 2 earlier before everyone else. But he is a late round steal. I don't care what anyone says. You're potentially getting a wide receiver 1. Stash him. It doesn't hurt you. They invested high draft capital in him. They might use him. He's got Pat Mahomes throwing the ball. 159 freed up targets. Tyreek gone. Juju's not that good. Mecole Hardman's not that good. Clyde Edwards-Helaire not that good. Skye Moore could shine, right? Something to think about, late round steal. Coming at number 5, and another, again, I'm going to stick on the Packers here because their value, guys, bargain bin. I don't even know what type of bargain dollar store you have around you, but all these amazing players on Green Bay with one of the best quarterbacks throwing to them are in the bargain bin. Dollarama here, man. Dollar Tree, whatever dollar store you have, or Dollar General, I don't care. Robert Tunian. I mean, this guy is well outside the top 10, coming off well after the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th round. Like, he's practically going undrafted once most people have a tight end because he's not really top 10 tight end, right? People grab one tight end, they're good. Robert Tunian is always there, round 12, 13, 14, 15. He's always there. I know he's coming off an injury, but when he was healthy, if you look at his stats, guys, this guy had an amazing, I wouldn't say amazing, but he had a really, really good 2020 season. He had 59 targets, 52 receptions, 586 yards, 11 touchdowns in 16 games. 11 touchdowns. He's going to be a touchdown red zone target for Aaron Rodgers. I think he should be good. He should be healthy. He's removed from that major knee injury. Again, value. Again, once he gets on the field, he's going to get that volume. He's going to be a good target for Aaron Rodgers. I like it. I like the value. I like the steal. Late round steal for me, tight end, Robert Tunian. Coming at number 6, and I don't get this either, wide receiver 1 to number 1 pick last year, Trevor Lawrence. Number 1 first overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. Improved overall offense in general. Christian Kirk, guys. Christian Kirk is sitting 41 amongst wide receivers. You get him as your wide receiver 3, and he's a wide receiver 1 on his team. He's the guy that's got a chip on his shoulder. Everyone's saying he sucks, and he got paid this big contract, 4 years, $84 million or whatever it was. He's going to perform. He's going to get the volume. There's no doubt about it. Him and guys like Cooks are also sleepers as well. So many sleepers here, guys. So much value at the wide receiver position. But Christian Kirk, guys, I'm all over this value here. Wide receiver 3 on your team. Could be a wide receiver 1. Top 15 potential, guys. I think the talent is there. I think, obviously, Jacksonville is seeing something in him to pay him that much. Trevor Lawrence, he's got to step up this year as well. He had a bad rookie year. Fresh start for Trevor Lawrence. Christian Kirk is there. He's going to eat. And coming at number 7, and I don't get this, sitting 97th amongst wide receivers, Alec Pierce. This guy's going to be potentially the wide receiver 1 for Matt Ryan. Improved O-line for Matt Ryan. Tons of time to throw. One of the best quarterbacks in the game who throws a lot. He's a pocket passer. He's going to be slinging the ball out consistently. I think Jonathan Taylor takes a step down this year in the running game. They're going to be throwing it more, and the beneficiary out of these guys, Alec Pierce, absolutely love him. Big time late round steal on all my rosters this year. Alec Pierce, everyone's sleeping on him. Everybody draft him on all rosters. Alec Pierce, I cannot emphasize enough how important Alec Pierce is this year. He was drafted again very early as the number 1 receiver for the Colts. They see something in him. The talent is there. Pure deep pass catcher. Amazing. Ran a 4.4. College numbers, 8 touchdowns, 844 receptions, 52 receptions, 884 receiving yards. Okay, man, imagine that, 884 receptions. Ran a 4.4 out of Cincinnati. A good wide receiver and a good, accurate quarterback throwing to him. Alec Pierce, you stash him late, you're potentially getting a wide receiver 1 on your team who could surpass Michael Pittman. Alec Pierce, roster on all teams. What a steal. And a great way to finish this episode. Make sure you guys subscribe. Go back, listen again if you need to. There's a ton of value here in this episode, guys. It's about aiming high in the depth chart and getting that value. Everything is in the 60-round draft session link below. Get it. Jump in. Tube20 is the code. And go get that shower body wash, shower gel, and get the deodorant. Go right now. Manscaped.com, showerline20. Go treat yourself. Subscribe, thumbs up. I'm out. We'll talk soon. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Fantasy's around the corner. We'll talk soon.